Hey, Braden. Boy, I sure do miss you and Mom. But I will be home tomorrow night, so can't wait to see you. Our reading today is going to be from Deuteronomy. This is continuing. We were in Deuteronomy yesterday, too. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 29 through 31. And that says, but even... Well, before I read, let me tell you what the background is on this. So this is Moses again, and he's talking to the Israelites. And he's talking about what happens what would happen if the Israelites don't obey God. He says terrible things will happen. They'll be removed from the promised land, and they will be serving false gods, and it'll just be an awful time. But then he says this in verse 29. But even there, if you seek God, your God, you'll be able to find him if you're serious, looking for him with your whole heart and soul. So he says, even when you're doing bad things, if you change your mind, if you start to look for him with your whole heart and soul, you'll be able to find him. So what does that mean? How do we look for him with our whole heart and soul? Well, that's something that you have to decide for yourself, and something that, how you feel in your heart. No one else can tell you what's in your heart and soul, but some things that you can do that can help you to look for him is to get to know God better by reading the Bible and praying, having a relationship with him, talking to him. Just like me and you have a relationship because we talk, right? Well, it's similar with God. But it goes on to say, when troubles come and all these awful things happen to you, in future days you will come back to God, your God, and listen obediently to what he says. God, your God, is above all a compassionate God. In the end, he will not abandon you. He won't bring you to ruin. He won't forget the covenant with your ancestors, which he swore to them. So this tells us that God loves us. God is compassionate, even if we don't obey him. Even when we are sinning, he still loves us so much. But the thing is, our sin determines how he reacts to us. We can't be close to him if we're sinning. So his love doesn't stop and his compassion doesn't stop. But we can't have that close relationship with him. So it says, listen obediently to what he says. And in the end, he will not abandon you. He won't bring you to ruin. So he won't leave us by ourselves. He won't let us let these horrible things happen to us. He won't forget the promises that he made to us. And there are lots of promises that God has given us in the Bible. So this verse says that because he loves us, because he's compassionate, he won't forget about those things. And that's promise, and we can believe that. We can trust in that. But the important thing is how we act determines how God reacts to us. So it's very important that just like we read the other day, we have to live the God life. We have to really seek him and really obey him and really want to get close to him. And in the end, he's not going to forget about us. He's not going to let us come to ruin. And he's going to remember his promises to us. So that's exciting. We have an awesome God that loves us. We're so blessed to have that, right? Well, that's all I have. So I will be home tomorrow night, Friday night. You'll probably be asleep when I get home, but I'll come in your room and check on you, make sure you're okay, and give you a kiss. And then Saturday we'll go do something fun together, okay? All right. Love you. Bye.